Greetings, AWS clients and friends. We're here with the October monthly update video. I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to start off by making a couple of kind of big picture points, things that I want to talk about, and then Renee will follow up with some bullet points about what we see in the market going on right now. First of all, on our investment team, we have a lot of people, and so we have some economists, and then we have the investment analysts, and they don't always agree on everything that we see. For instance, right now, keep in mind the economists are looking at data that is rearward facing. So they're looking at what has just happened, all the reports that are coming out now. Whereas the investment side is looking more forward. I will tell you that our economists on the team right now still think all the data looks good and everything is there's nothing to be concerning to them. Whereas on the investment side, we're starting to have a little bit of concerns, specifically around valuations. And we're thinking that valuations of a lot of different sectors and companies are getting a little bit high. So, our investment team, their job is to take all this information and make decisions and manage your assets based on all of that information. Point two, we always talk about how active our portfolios are managed, and I just want to give you an example of what that looks like. So due to the tariffs, China has stopped buying soybeans from the United States. So we saw that as a possibility, and weeks ago we added a firm from Brazil that is a large soybean producer. And sure enough, that has been a tremendous asset to a lot of your portfolios. In fact, that particular company was up over 10% just yesterday. So just a couple of big picture, kind of behind the scenes of how we operate and what we're trying to do on your behalf.
Just to piggyback off of what Jay had mentioned on the active management, you've probably started to see a lot of trades that happened within your portfolio over the past few weeks. One of the reasons is we've been moving from overvalued positions to more stable value companies, with 4 areas that we've really been focusing on. One of them being gold, just because of with inflation, gold typically does better and is a great hedge against inflation. Another thing that we are focusing on is AI, mainly Chinese AI. I mean, it's really been on fire. We've also added biotech because the rate cuts have greatly helped this industry. And then we've started to add a little bit of crypto inside of our portfolios. Mainly crypto ETFs is what we're holding inside of our portfolios. Looking at the Fed, best guess is maybe another 0.5% cut in Fed rates. We should hear some more about that pretty soon. The 2% inflation target is not projected until 2028. So I know that's the main goal, but we're looking, pretty far out before that's actually being able to achieve. And one other thing, just, with housing and rents, is what we're seeing is with a lot of these deportations, it could potentially expect rent prices to go down. But not so much in North Carolina, just because the constant influx of people to this area. But in other areas nationwide, we may start to see rent prices decrease. So that is all we have for October. We do have our economic forecast that Lee Larson will be doing on October 29th. It is full right now, but if you are interested in getting on the wait list, please reach out to Amelia, because sometimes we do have some last minute cancellations, but it's always a great talk that Lee has on the economy and just giving us an idea of what he sees over the next 6 to 12 months. That's all we have for October, and we look forward to seeing you guys in November. Thanks.